Am I live and I'm just sitting here happily clicking away and don't even know that I'm live? Is that what's happening now? Hello, everybody. Let's see if that... Yes, I'm live. I'm live. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm back. So I don't know if you caught my live earlier, but I was just getting into an oracle card that was talking about nurturing, and then my kids started screaming and attacking each other. And you know, it happens. So we had to go and deal with that, and now I thought, well, let's come back on and see what's going on here, because it felt like there was a message of the day that wants to come through, and it felt like I just was sort of getting to talk about it, and it also felt like whoever I was supposed to talk to wasn't on that stream. So I'm going to share this right now to the share via. You guys tried out the new Facebook shares? Oh, it's not even letting me share it. Interesting. All right, say hello if you're here. Oh, maybe I can share it over here. Cross post to more pages. Do that. And then, what's this? Can you share this? Say hello if you're here. I do have my decks, and I am going to tune into the collective. I was going to do a Healy reading, and I thought, no, not yet. I'm going to show up with that a little bit tomorrow or something. And I'm actually running the Healy right now. I have it running, and I'm running a program called, ooh, it just unshifted off away, Inner Unity. Inner Unity. So let's see how that makes me feel. All right, are we still live? Is everything still going? Hey, Jen. Hello, Agnes. Hello, everybody. So let me make sure all these things are showing up. And if somebody wants to, let's see, Valtopia. Just get me rolling here and then, okay. Bitchy Tans, Nuggets of Gold. So here, the message that I shared earlier, and then I saw these posts about people talking about how they're feeling bitchy and stuff, is that, you know, we've been having these experiences that elicit on purpose things we won't see if we don't have these experiences. Hi, Agnes from Ireland. Welcome. And so, and if you get caught up in the unpleasantness of the revealing moment and don't notice the gold that's coming up for you, that would be a shame. And not only would it be a shame, but in these times when we're looking at the news and we're horrified by what we see, especially like today, we're all shocked by the news of, you know, killing, unnecessarily killings anyway, anytime. And the thing that I always say is we don't look at what's outside and then internalize that as all, that's all we get to have. Of course, we have to address our situation in the moment, but the place that it shifts from the most is our internal understanding, dialogue, energy about it, because everything is energy. So no matter how much we've manifested something in the present, it is not bypassing to do your inner work and change your expectation and creation from yourself. That's the best thing you can do. That is not, that's the best, most powerful, rapid way all of us could shift everything that's going on, is to become very clear within ourselves. If we're still harboring and manifesting through irrational or unconscious beingness from our being, things we don't want to create. Okay, so as a leader, when you step up and look at where you may still be energetically creating scenarios and timelines for yourself and for the collective, even though you don't resonate with it or you're not conscious of it, you don't want that to happen, becoming aware of, the best way to become aware if this is happening is your own body and your awareness of how loving you are towards your body and the flow of energy through your body. And, as leaders, especially during these times, we can get busy and think we need to keep busy and do lots of things and make it work however we can. No, all of these experiences are happening, are inviting us to examine our own hardware, our body, our how we process information for ourselves. And so many of us think of self-care like, oh, I'm going to take a bath, I'm going to do some fitness, I'm going to do some yoga. Every bit of those moments are meant for you to be quiet with yourself and understand better your own needs, your own feelings, your own presence, and everything that you do as a leader to become acutely aware of your own deepest resonance, especially as a healer, an oracle, a messenger, a holistic leader, benefits your collective and the whole collective. Your clarity, your fluid motion, your connection to the earth, your connection to the cosmos, and how you integrate that connection through your heart space. So let me see if I'm missing or any comments are coming through, and how this is resonating for you all. And I feel like someone's going to pop on today or see the playback, because I didn't have to come back on live today. I already did a 20-minute live. And then my kids started screaming. But I feel like I'm supposed to bring something through today. So I want to tune into this leader or leaders. There's several of you that have been messaging me and submitting applications and are interested in some of the various offers that I have now to do this work. To do this work as a leader, to find where in your own energy body you are still not able to accept or effectuate your highest vision and purpose. And it manifests as tightness in your body that you have ignored forever. This manifests as frustration in your business, where you loop on the same financial plateaus. This manifests as relationships in your business that don't light you up the way you could. Were you more courageous to pursue and embody what you've been guided to? And you think you're doing it because you have changed so much. There's a whole deeper level. And when you feel this energy come through you and activate and open this part of you, you open it for everyone in your collective without ever meeting them or talking to them. All right, so let's tune into this energy. I was feeling a lot of heart chakra as I tuned into it this morning and last night. It's and most of us that lead in this space have been through a lot of difficulty. And even though we've done a lot of work to open our heart and to become grounded and to release the pain of the past, there can really become like these calcified attachment energy to what was. And so I was talking today with a client about how you expand and then you contract or you shrink back. And even if you're familiar with this and you've gone through your 20th cycle of expansion, there is a much easier, deeper way to expand and open your cells up to your own highest resonance and stay in recalibration and expansion and not contract so much. Because when you contract, the energy shifts, your life experience shifts. And that's affecting the collective, that's affecting your family, that's affecting you. So how we can really curate and become masters of our own energy creation and the result of that energy creation, I mean, that's everything that we can do to shift everything as rapidly as possible, right? Who's here with me and saying, yeah, fuck yeah? All right, so I'm going to pull a card for this moment. I'm still running this Healy, Jen. All right, you want to know what you know, not more what you I want to know. Yes. This is the thing about this. Most of us have risen up out of a difficult thing and come far. We've made more money. We've shifted paradigms. We've transcended toxic relationships. We teach others, and we've learned to make out of disappointment. We've created our own modalities, or we've been tapping into that creativity, and that's the thing. We've gotten used to, thank you for the hearts, hello. We've gotten used to suppressing and modulating our own frequency and energy and being, because we're hardy. We learn how to get on with it. We know what to do. But it's that process of subtly denying your own tiniest awarenesses and expressing the truth of who you are over and over again and time again, that is what the contraction happens when you stretch and go beyond that loop. Your body and everything about you wants to fall back into what it's known, right? What is going? I have something. Skip the ads, honey. All right, am I missing any comments? Hi, Kathy, welcome. Okay, so with that in mind, be aware. Are you a phoenix, a firebird phoenix? Most of my clients have come up and come really far through some difficult things. And it's long after the trauma's over and it's their leaders and they're way past that moment that they used to be. And especially in these cosmic transits we just had, there are some tears and some heart expansion and some pain and forgiveness that needs to be accessed and released. And you're either going to get it done to you by the cosmic weather, or you come in for a session with your favorite true deep healer to allow to be witnessed and expunge attachment, because that's not you. That pain and that feeling that you can't do what you need to do, that you don't even know is affecting you, isn't you, and you get to clear it. And it's like, well, how can I clear something that's not me? And if Jen is on this, or any one of my clients that understand this process, Jen was saying on the video the other day, it's like, I didn't know I needed this until I'm experiencing it. And that's the thing that happens with most of my clients. You guys have done a ton of work. You've invested thousands of dollars. It's not that you need to do any more certifications or learn anything else. It's that you need to unlearn the places where you're not letting yourself be yourself. And those grooves are so deeply entrenched from the trauma you experienced, you can't see them or feel them. And you may not have experienced the trauma in this life. You may be carrying a genetic trauma code that blinds you from seeing your own bullshit. And we're not victims and helpless. This is about rapidly shifting the dynamic instead of spending years slowly and painfully uncovering your own loops and going through that experience. You don't have to. You get to dive deeper within yourself. We're diving in so deeply that we're equalizing. I'm teaching my clients, like, you have to equalize the pressure, because that's how deeply we're diving into ourselves. We're diving deeply into ourselves, and that is actually what's happening. Like, you've been through this trauma as a baby or a child, or you've come in through birth that way, and your life experience hasn't let you feel the full expanse of your potential. And you never really get to feel it. You may be thinking it, you may be saying it, you may be surrounding yourself with people, but you yourself inside of your body are only immersing so far before you don't want to get in there. This is every client that comes to me says, I know how to ground. You don't know how to ground. You do not know how to feel your body from the inner earth all the way to the cosmos, and you do not know how to get in there. And there's no shame in your game. It's just that you've never actually felt it, and nobody's ever showed you how to feel it. It takes an instant. And for many of you, it's scary once you feel that, because you never have felt it. And it's like, oh my God, I'm amazingly powerful. I can do this by myself. I've been, and then you get all this shame and like, oh my God, it's this easy to get in there, and I've been holding back all this time. But it's not that easy, because your mind will try to pull you back up and out and try to tell you to forget it, you know? So am I missing any comments? Let me see what's coming through here. And this is going on for all of you who are coming through to me, and you're advanced, you're highly advanced, and you're extremely gifted, and you're not experiencing your gift because, for example, you're either just intaking vibrations and sort of, you know, healing vibrations from other healers, or you're just passing along healing vibrations from someone else's modality, which are nice, but you're not passing them through your being. And your people need you to pass it through your being and personalize and create the divine connection between you and them, that a modality that's vanilla that somebody wrote for their people doesn't work for you. And that's why you feel frustrated and you feel a disconnection to higher levels of income, deeper levels of leadership, and more embodiment of yourself. Okay? How's this resonating for you guys? It says 3 new comments. I'm not sure when these are coming through. Sandra says, yes, when things get a little scary, we go back to our default. And that is what happens for a lot of people that have experienced the childhood trauma or the birth trauma or whatever it is, and they've never fully felt safe in their body. And when I bring you in there, or even when you come in contact with my energy, maybe on a video or a free class I used to offer, and you felt yourself for the first time and you get freaked out and think it's bad spirits, you think that you're getting, people come up with all these interesting answers about their own being in their own body. And that's why I get so frustrated when people are bitching about spirituality and all the love and light brigade and it's all fluffy. It is if you're not in your body, but if you're fully in your body, love, light, and compassion is the most powerful ray of energy you could ever have, but not if it's not fully embodied. Yeah, it's surface level. Anything surface level is surface level. So, and Jen says, that's why I know my value and what I bring to my work. Me, exactly. And that's why we have so many healers feeling disembodied. They're literally not in their body, feeling detached from their own creativity and inspiration. So selling is something they don't like because they're selling something they don't want to do on some level. Even those of you who are very creative and think you're doing your own jam, until you really fully express it through your heart and release some of these old programs that are invisible that you don't know about. It's not that your person is going to do this for you. If you've been watching me and you resonate with me like Jen has, it takes my clients sometimes, it has in the past, a month or two to really understand what I'm doing, and then to understand, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I need. It's shifting now as I become more clear on exactly what it is I do, and I have more and more exact results where people are receiving cash infusions because they're inspired and they're connected and they're actually being who they're supposed to be. It is so frustrating when you're a hard worker and all you want to do is please and make people happy because you're a natural healer and you have a big heart and you've spent your life and your life savings and everything working to bring through what you know is inside of you. Don't spend another dime or time on anything else than learning about yourself and how to bring through what's already there and embodying the energy of your highest resonance and learning what it takes to be consistently in that energy. Because the more you allow yourself to be in that energy, the more everything about you marinates and changes to that, and then you begin to create from that space instead of the old you. And the old you can't understand this because the old you hasn't embodied to the new stage. And somebody's heart chakra is really responding to this. You guys feel that? All right. And resonates. Sandra says, I resisted being present for so long because I unconsciously didn't want to be present in the reality I lived in. Exactly, Sandra. And then here you are, we'll be years later, and you've got to do the work to realize I'm not in that space anymore. And I'm not going to generate another lick of life force from that energy. I'm going to do all the work possible to find out where inside of me there still exists the story that I'm not safe, that I'm not allowed to be who I am, that I wasn't born to be alive, that I don't know what my purpose and passion is, and that I'm not living it fully, leaping out of bed about it every day. That's the work that's going to change the world. That's the work that creates cash infusions. That's the work that makes you feel satisfied and blissful. And even as your human being resists and fights it and tries to pull you back into the old paradigm, your gifts will come through and you will feel the arc further and further into your vision as you devote your life and meaning, beingness to it. Right? Yes, Kathy. And so, and Kathy, I don't remember what I asked. It was, I say you're feeling it, and then you guys said me. So, the heart chakra. Okay, Kathy. Let's tune in with that, okay? And so this underlying fear that is almost invisible, that feels like the right thing. It feels like a cultural line you just don't cross. It feels like, well, we just don't do that. Are you following me, ladies? That shit doesn't work. That little, you need to work with somebody that you trust enough that's going to say, why won't you ask that person that question? Why do you think you can't have that? Why don't you, because we all think that the ideas that we have and the perceptions we have, everybody has, and we don't. I can't tell you how many people, like, I've seen on some forums where people are talking about money. Depending on what forum you are in, the perception of what the money is completely different, right? Or health standards or anything. So there is no one opinion about what things are, but we do each have this capacity to know our own self and provide the best resources, nourishment, focus, and regeneration for ourselves, so that the beingness that we create is huge. And so this leadership of yourself is to take a look at where you are not moving forward because you don't want to look stupid, because you don't want to be embarrassed, because you don't want to look uncool in the little super spiritual clique. Man, are there some cliques in our world. And one lady will rise up and be really magnetic and bring through a modality and create a really powerful space for all these other timid and less power, like less, what's the word? Expressed and ready to corral the others, and then put that person on a pedestal and then hold them responsible for their own growth and expansion, and use that person as an excuse not to grow and fully embody their own gifts and their own modality. And that person, if that person allows that community to stay reliant and not expressing their own expansion, that person isn't growing either. That person should eventually be creating a space where everybody bursts their own modalities. And I do know wonderful healers who create spaces like that, where they provide a sort of a base modality from which you learn, but it's never the intention that that's all you use or that's all you got. It's just a way to access your own tool set and your own voice and your own eye and your own ears. And when you fully tune into all that you've been gifted, in alignment with your purpose, in devoted focus to the people you're meant to speak to, because you chose to tune out everything else that isn't in divine devotion and alignment, when that energy comes through, like, that's why there's barriers to get to me and do this work. By the time you've invested, you can't wait to start. You don't pay that money to me and think, I wonder if this is gonna work. Hell no. By the time you start the credit card, your whole body and being is like, holy shit, this is for me. Because this work is going to allow you to fully know and be in confidence with your own modality, your own energy, your own being. And that fullness of all of your presence with your awareness and what's coming through you means that when it comes through, it is instant. Like when my clients, when Jen meets and gets in interpersonal contact with me over the last few days, her throat opens. She starts speaking light language. Her third eye opens. You know what? It's like that. And that is the level which your frequency can be when you are drawn to me and you're part of my constellation. Like people like Jen, who had MS, addiction, maybe you had chronic fatigue, where you had adrenal burnout. You have a lot of energy that you didn't feel safe to express, and you imploded it on yourself. And you're still doing it if you aren't feeling an instant, if you're identifying with this profile and you relate to me and you have a big community and you've been serving them and it's not instant like I'm talking about and you feel that instant connection, we just have a little bit more work to do to clear and remove these implants that stop that electricity connection. There's a reason they're there. They formed over time when we got scared of our own power. And we are in a unique time when we're all being brought online with our own codes of creation and tool set to implement the codes of creation within us. And so lead her up, take a look at yourself. Do you know how to move energy like a master through your body? Do you know how to assess energy for the people you're healing and serving? Is your healing instant? Like when you connect with your people, does the solution come through? And my client, Keisha, her client, it comes through and then she like had a 7-figure business. Now everybody's not going to have instant healing results in their life, because that is up to your own choice to integrate your mind, your body, and your being. And what do you practice? What are you doing with the choices? Are you taking the decisive action that your inspiration is guiding you to? That part is up to you and through the work we do together. But the energy shifts and the awareness and the instant feeling of going from maybe a state of complete PTSD to, oh yeah, okay, this is what I feel like when I'm in complete resonance. That you can do that for yourself and clients when you're fully present with yourself and you fully know your own energy. We all have different gifts, obviously. That happens to be one of my gifts. I can instantly calm down the PTSD within you so that you can remember. You know, usually what people do is go, oh, thank you. Oh, I feel like more like myself. I was really tripping, right? You go into this loop of reaction that your body creates for you because it's so familiar. And what we're doing is regenerating those pathways, regenerating those connections, regenerating your mind's expectation of it, and really shifting who you are to no longer be available for or create that experience from within yourself, right? Sandra says, I don't want to be disappointed. And that was in relation to like really embodying yourself or pursuing. Remind me what that was in relation to. Jen's like, fuck no, let's go. All right, let's pull another card and see what other message comes through for this collective. Whoa. Man. Fulfillment. Fulfillment. I always pull the fulfillment card. I love it. We have the fulfillment card. I love it. And the spiritual revolutionary, the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is the spiritual revolutionary, right? Like she is bringing through change through her very being, through her principles of choice of how to navigate the beingness that's coming from here and the beingness that's coming from here. Now, you know, you have people sort of in our world, our spiritual online business world, raging right now, debating and connecting over what's right in terms of how to express. And what I see is people who tend to be more gifted in the strategic and left-sided part of their experience are bitching about the love and lighters. And the love and lighters who are more gifted and just happen to naturally see more of the cosmic side of things and don't really relate to being in their body and being grounded and in business are bitching about that. And what we need to do is come together. We need to come together and not be too in the body and not take any notice of our cosmic arc and why we were born to be alive, but also to completely lift yourself up into the cosmic purpose and allow your body to be imbued and ignited and illuminated with that, so that you have this amazing experience of your body, mind, and being igniting and magnetizing to you who you need, and you creating solutions and energy for them. And it's this dynamic experience, right? And that's what Jen's been experiencing. Am I missing the comments here? All right. Okay. And then the last card that came up is the Go with the Flow card. Go with the flow. And this is so hard for people to surrender and allow, you know, what's coming through you. And Sandra, are you still here? What is it you don't want to be disappointed about? And I think I'm going to go live in in the creative healing group I said to the Johanna I went today, and it's quiet on here. I don't know if I'm not getting shared or if it's just a quiet day. I know there was some weird news today and people are like, whoa, lots of shifting energy right now. All right, do you guys have any more questions? There's energy here. Let's pull a question card for this crew. It's amazing. Yeah. Jen, can I pull a card for you? Jen is going to be my next portrait. Why am I wise? You know, we have the answers. We really do have the answers for ourselves. And if you think, if you think somebody else, a lot of this, what I'm talking about, this nice girl, good girl energy that you don't know you're still harboring, manifests as you wanting to get approval from somebody official for what's coming through you that will never be approved by that person until you actually bring it through. So you have a lot of people waiting around to be recognized for what they're doing, and they're never going to be recognized because, first of all, they're not actually doing what they're meant to do and be, and nobody will recognize it until it breaks the rules and becomes something far beyond this thing that they're offering that is somebody else's thing or is less than their full deal. All right, let's pull a card for Jen. Tuning in. So I feel that heart chakra, like, it's pretty tight right now. Do you feel that, Jen? And I'm sure that's what we're going to be working with in the portrait. And that's probably, most of you that are going to book in for this portrait offer I have till the end of the month. What is it? It's May 27th. You have a couple more days to invest in this amazing offer. And most of you that will book in, it will be about your heart chakra. And it will be like these kind of calcified bits. Hi, Becky, how are you? Where you feel like if you wanted to turn it, you feel like, I can't really turn it. And what that is that allegiance that's invisible to you, but I can feel it and see it, and I can help you identify it in an instant. The work to shift it can be difficult because it's deeply buried, and I'm ready for that. Yes, just in time. Yeah, left side of chest. Yeah, and it goes into the solar plexus. And so, let's see. Yeah, it ties into your crown, and it's that pattern that we're clearing for you. So there are new doors opening for you. The universe is rearranging everything in honor of you and all your dreams, and you are totally experiencing that. So I love it. Who's here that's been here for this whole stream? And we'll share this, and I'll pull one card and just quickly go through everybody that's here. Pull a card for you, just because. And for those of you watching this, and knowing, Becky says, happy chance to find you right now. I'm just clearing my table for art. Oh, good. Finished off coloring from your book. Excellent. Good. Kathy's ready. Of course, Kathy, you were the one let's tune in with you. Listen, as you're watching me, and it's like yes, Becky. It's like Jen said. She had somebody reach out to her and ask her about her services, and then wonder about the cost and wonder about the investment. Just, especially if you haven't really done this type of work this deeply for yourself, or you're not you want this, but you're kind of like, what? You must follow this intuition, because like Jen said, she told her person, you can go to get some healing and it's going to be sort of generic, or you can actually go to where you're being drawn and actually get the work done and fully experience a paradigm shift. and awaken your gifts fully and actually do the thing that you're being called to, rather than finding disappointment, investing some more cheaper money or less time, less focus that seems a little easier, a little like, oh, well, I could do that online class for, or whatever. I don't know. Or that person seems more officially set up and has a pretty web page and lots of people around them. That looks more legit. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that, lady. Good luck with that. You'll be back. You'll be back for your personalized energy shift and deep embodiment. Those of you who recognize what this is, you're not going to get that from, a space that isn't connected into your constellation. All right, so Kathy, let me tune in with you. All right, Kathy. So I feel chesty, throat a little bit here for you, and that's tuned into your third eye and the crown. You have just clearing open your energy. You have some ancestors and guides that are counting on you to bring through your mission. This energy is already starting to pop as I'm tuned in with you. So, let me know if you feel me tuning in with you. Are your gifts opening up since the full moon? We have a full moon card, and then we have the claircognizance and clairaudience card. So, maybe your gifts are opening up as we move away from the full moon and out of this new moon we just had, or as we're going into the full moon. And your ears may be ringing. You do feel me, yeah. Your ears may be ringing. And the thing about claircognizance is it can be confusing as you wake up because you just know stuff. And so you're like, is that me, or am I a channel, or like what's happening there? So, and that's the same with all the gifts, is that it's very subtle. So people think they're not gifted because they're not paying attention. There's my Healy program just finished. They're not paying attention, or they don't know how to pay attention, and then they don't know how to kind of manage it. So tell me if that resonates for you and what you're doing about it. And then Becky, I'll pull a card for you. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, wow. Becky. It feels like, Becky, that you get to do some manifesting as you write into creation. Yes, and your ears are ringing. Well, that's your clairaudience coming in. So what are you doing to allow yourself to open up and allow the information to come through for you? How are you, integrating this new level of awareness for yourself, so that you can enjoy and implement this new method of being for yourself? It's just easier when you start to incorporate what's already there. We spend so much time in our life blocking out our natural methods and ignoring ourselves, that when you come to me, it's like, not only to get over the abuse you've done to yourself and forgive yourself, but then we have to learn now how to practice to use what's really natural to you and to let it flow. So how's that going for you? And Becky, manifesting and soul writing are the cards that came through. So let me know how that resonates for you guys, and I'm gonna get on with the day. And if Kathy or Becky or any of you are one of the ones that's going to sign up for this amazing experience, that there is an offer for a portrait activation before the end of the month. but you do need to apply on Valtopia.com and see if that's the right program for you, because I don't just offer a service and you click a button and buy it. You must apply and see if we're meant to work together, and that might not be the right program for you. So thank you, Jen. So I want you to go to Valtopia.com and get a feel. I do my own web page, so don't get, you're not coming to me for web page design or my fancy Instagram page. You're coming to me to get embodied and bring your gifts so you can make a lot of money and wake other people up to their own potential now. Not in 2 weeks, not in 2 months, not in 2 years after you learn 20 modalities and get hooked on some guru or some boss bitch that's siphoning your money monthly. This is about you creating a sense of life where you feel like you're the creator of your reality in conjunction with your divine brilliance and others, and you're here for the reason you're born to, and that everything you do affects this mass collective that you were born to serve and you've been wanting to, and you're opening up everything about the flow of energy through you so you can stream this divine brilliance with ease and delight and joy for yourself and others. It's about feeling good, not looking good. Yes. Yes, your heart bursting with that. I love it. I love it. So if you guys haven't checked out the Healy, there's coupons until June 6th. So don't miss out on that. You can get $1,000 off the top model. Everybody gets one of these, and then you have access to all this incredible software, and the frequencies run. Jen's been doing amazing videos. If you want to know about it, if you saw me mention it and I invited you to it, or if someone's invited you to it, be sure to honor their invitation. They're your sponsor. But if you're learning about it from me and from my video, hi Amber, welcome, then ask me about it and I'll send you a link and I'll invite you into a group. And if you decide to purchase as a member, you don't have to pay anything for the year, and you got a coupon off, and I got mine paid for and I got a free one coming, and now I have residual income coming in. I have a new community I fucking love. I have a new team I fucking love. I have a whole new world opening up for me with this. So if you're curious about a way to expand your holistic healing business with this tool, now's the time. Now's the time, before June 6th. If your mind isn't listening and then you've been like, oh, I want to check out that thing Val's been showing, do it before June 6th, and don't wait till June 6th. Okay? You want that coupon? You want to get yours in line before other people, because you're going to be wanting one, and you're going to want to, benefit from getting in early. So anyway, if you want to know about it, just let me know. And Amber, how are you? All right. Thank you for joining me today, and share the stream as you feel like this message and these messages and this understanding is really valuable. Share it into a big group that it will touch a lot of people. There's so many of you. I'm serious, you guys. My clients come to me. You have spent thousands of dollars in years, and you're so special, and you are an incredible leader. And this work is going to integrate and recalibrate everything that has been feeling off and allow it to be easier. You've put in the time. You've done the work. My pleasure. June 9th. Okay, listen to Jen. June 9th. I thought it was the 6th. All right. All right, so reach out to me. Don't miss out. The Glow Up is here for you, and Healing is here for you. There's free meditations available for those of you that aren't ready to dive in, although I don't know why you wouldn't want to. Anyway, have a gorgeous evening and own your frequency. You're the miracle. See you next time.